'Twas the night before Independence Day, warm skies full of stars, while Austinites grumbled about hotels and cars. 5 billion for glass towers? Oh, what a sight. But who asked the people not once, not quite? Tourists seek music, the trails, Barton Springs, not ballrooms and boardrooms and tax-funded blings. So out came petitioners, clipboard in hand, to give voice to the folks in this live music land. Well, howdy there. I'm Linda Curtis, otherwise known as Petition Queen, because I've been helping to organize petition drives for a long, long time. And I'm going to ask you, all the people who are watching this, to get out and petition and see if you can dethrone me this weekend by getting more signatures. I bet you can. And you can call yourself Petition Queen, Petition King, Petition Pooba. I don't care. On Monday night, we're going to meet at 8 o'clock on Zoom, and I want to ask you to come and join me and share your stories, because the most important part of petitioning is enjoying what you're doing by getting on the street, right face to face with people, and letting them have some fun and say some funny things and some poignant things and some smart things about what is going on in Austin. So have fun with this. And I just have a few little tips for you. And basically, you're going to learn how to do this as you're doing it. Petitioning it's like learning how to use a phone, right? It's user friendly, and it's intuitive. So, a couple of tips. See these petition boards? These are the short petitions. We have long ones. You can use either long ones or short ones. And I want you to get 3 to 5 of these boards. Why? Because there's going to be so many people out on the street tomorrow at the parades and in the parks and at the fireworks, that you can sign people up in groups. They're largely in groups. They're with their friends, right? Or they're sitting with a bunch of different groups right around each other. They're going to overhear you, and you can just go through and pass the boards out. And it's a real simple opening that may be all you actually really need to say. First is, excuse me, be super polite and smile and say, would you be willing to sign my petition? That's my phone. Would you be willing to sign my petition? Are you an Austin voter? They say, yeah, sure, sure. What's the petition? You can flip this over and hand them the flyer on the back of the board, and they're going to read that. And within a nanosecond, they're either going to sign or not, and they're mostly going to sign. And they've seen the petition, they're going to flip it over. And on this petition board, you're going to have a pen stuck here, right? And they're just going to start signing. Now, if you can, tell them that you want them to print their name first and sign below. If they sign first and then print below, not a problem at all. You must get a signature though. If they don't actually sign it, it's no good. It's none of this other information is going to help us have a valid signature. And my pitch it's in the detailed instructions that you all have probably already read. I hope you have. But my pitch is, if I'm going to say something and don't rely on the flyer, I say, we just want a public vote. And almost everybody will sign just based on that. And we want to vote on whether the city really should spend $5 billion tearing down and rebuilding a convention center with tourism dollars. Why do you think people come here? And people say, I ask them, they all say the same thing pretty much. Live music, arts and parks. You say, that's right, that's where the money should be spent, not the convention center. If they say, well, isn't it already being demolished? You can say, yes. And this isn't to stop the demolition. This is to have a big debate on, once that's done, what's going to happen with this prime real estate in Austin. It could be many other things, including something that includes art, parks, and music. So that's the basic thing here. And your only challenge really is to get around quickly enough, because a lot of people are going to want to sign this. So do take, I say, like, I take 5 boards. If you don't want to take that many, take 3 to 4 boards, and trade them off with your partner. Your partner, his or her function can be to watch them sign and make sure they did in fact sign it, and they get as much information going all the way across this page as possible that's other than the optional, which is email and phone, and we love getting those, but they're not required. The date of birth is really important to us, but if somebody balks, if they don't give it at all, say, would you mind giving at least some portion of your date of birth, maybe 2 out of 3 fields? That is how we validate signatures in Texas, and you can tell them that, and that usually works. And then move on to the next group. If you're loud enough, not obnoxious, but loud, other people are going to hear this and they'll say, hey, come on, give me that petition. And people will start passing the petitions around. Don't lose your petitions. That can happen. Try to make sure you're there to grab it and move on to the next group. But do move quickly. Don't get into debates. If somebody wants to debate or wants to talk more than beyond one question, I turn the board back over and have them get the QR code so they can go to the site and let them know that they can sign by printing out the petition there or whatever. They can find out more about this. Don't get into any arguments. That's not cool for the campaign. And it's also not cool for you. It makes it not fun. So do have fun. Go forward and forth and multiply while gathering up all of those signatures and stories to share with us on Monday night. Thank you for doing this. Take care. Bye-bye.